Okay, well, greetings from two-thirds of the P's. When you're late, we're just gonna record without you.
We gotta go on, baby.
The show must go on. It's Valentine's Day, obviously.
It is Valentine's Day, although by the time this comes out, it will not be Valentine's Day. The people don't know that we're wearing heart-shaped glasses.
Well, if you're watching this, you are. If you're
That's true.
listening, now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know. I did have a topical question to open with
You
this
gotta come with
week.
the opener
I've just been
question.
coming prepared with these cold open questions.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a
Lay it on me.
two-parter. Which Winter Olympic sport would you try if you could try one? And which Winter Olympic sport do you think you might actually be good at? Like if you had a
Like,
shot.
I can say this with my full chest, I would be good at bobsledding. I think anyone would be good at bobsledding. I also need to know, like,
Okay.
what's the entry level point to bobsledding? Is it just like you had a stepfather that did it and then you kind of just got into it, or like you lived by a luge?
This is boring because my answer was also going to be bobsledding because it's the only one that, I mean, no offense to the professional bobsledders, it doesn't feel like it takes a lot of athletic ability.
No. Well, neither does curling. I guess
No, they work up a sweat. They're scrubbing that ice hard.
that's true. If I could pick any winter sport, I would
Yeah.
absolutely be figure skating.
To try or to be good at?
To be good at, like, catch me on the ice doing a rendition of like Lady Gaga Abracadabra, I would absolutely murder it in another life.
I would love to be a snowboarder on the half pipe, just crushing.
Ooh,
Could I
that feels right for both of our personalities.
I mean, would I am I do I have any ability to do that? No. I snowboarded for about 2 years and I was terrible. I fell every time I got off the lift. But in another life, yeah, I would love to win that medal.
Yeah, it's like very Sean White of you.
Did you know there's a new Olympic sport they added this year? It's called ski mountaineering.
What is that?
It's like you ski uphill. So it's like cross country ski on an
Oh,
uphill.
I
Then
saw
you take
videos
them
of it.
off and hike, and then you put the skis back on and ski down the mountain.
So it's like backcountry skiing.
Kind of, yeah. I guess
That's
that's,
cool.
I don't know, taken the place of at one point there was legitimate ballet skiing. Have you seen clips of this
Yeah, wasn't
online?
it like in the 80s?
Yeah, it was maybe like 88 or 92 or something like
I bring
it
that
is a
back.
trip. If you haven't seen it, just look on YouTube for ski ballet routines. It's something else.
I'm gonna be honest though, I haven't watched any of the Olympics.
Come on. It's only
And
around
also,
once every 4 years.
well, two, but I guess yeah.
Okay, we were talking about this with my kids, and my oldest, the next time that the Winter Olympics comes around, he'll have his driver's permit.
Ew.
What?
God,
Blew my
and
mind.
and
I
I'll
know.
be and I'll be 41. I don't know.
Giddy up. Hi, I'm Dev, the oldest.
I'm Trey, the middle child.
And I'm Nick, the youngest.
Must like boys.
Like, or like?
Oh, he's already interrupting. Okay, successful intro with the duo.
Oh yeah, not too bad. Do we have to play by Nick's rule of what's your topic for this week if he's not here?
We're just gonna get right into it.
Well, I do have a title for mine this week because I was planning. My topic for the week is the joy of lowered expectations.
Oh.
Yeah.
And mine's called Imposter Syndrome. It's not just for girls.
Okay. I didn't know there was a perception that it was just for girls.
Well, I'll
I mean,
explain
it's
a little bit
definitely
more later.
it's talked about more, I feel like, in female leadership circles, but
Mhm.
it can strike anyone, anytime, any place.
And at this point, we don't know if Nick will be joining, so we'll just.
Oh, wait. There he
Well, there he
is.
is.
Welcome, welcome. Now you have all three of the P's.
Nick, what's your topic this week?
Okay, I have two. Either the original AHS, which I don't know if anyone watches American Horror Story anymore, or Shaw, You Don't Know Her.
What does that mean?
It'll make sense later. Stay tuned.
Okay.
All right. Dev, why don't
Oh, fuck.
you start? I'll go second, and we'll end with Big Shaw over there.
Are you sure? Big Shaw ended last time. It was
Oh,
the. You sure you want to be grand finale again?
Honestly,
No,
I
I'm
can't
going
even
first. He
remember.
needs more caffeine. Give him time for the coffee to kick in. Okay, the joy of lowered expectations. I'm just going to talk through what this has meant for me. Is I think that somewhere along the way growing up as a kid in like the honors program, right? Or like whatever they call that version today. I think they call it like high
Were
ability
you in
or
talented and gifted?
yeah, all that
They
crap,
called
right?
it
They're
tag
like
back in the day. Yeah.
yeah, I was
tag.
not in
I
tag.
hated all of those kids. They're
Yeah,
so
Well,
annoying.
you hated me. You hate me
But I
because
know
you
I
ain't
hated you
me.
because I wanted to be you. Yes.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is I think growing up as one of those kids, you develop this mentality of doing things because you're good at them, because that gets you praise. And it creates this vicious cycle of only wanting to do what you're good at to get the praise. And then you're just cycling that over and over. And guess what? If you only do things that you're good at, you're not really doing anything new. And you're on this hamster wheel of people pleasing and it works until it doesn't. So, that's something I've just become very cognizant of and working on myself in the last couple of years. And what I've discovered is how much fun it is to try new things simply for the hell of it. And also knowing I'm not going to be good at this at all.
that's scary, but I
So,
understand.
well, but like with the risk level at moderate, right? Like I'm not talking about getting on the snowboard and doing the half pipe tomorrow. I'm talking about
Yeah.
like going rock climbing. So like a couple months ago, I'd never legitimately been rock climbing before, and there's an indoor place by us, and I
We went
went
all the
with
time growing up. Dad
you
never took
did?
you? I
No,
mean,
because I'm a girl.
Also, we did not go all the time. We
You
went to
okay,
also
we
had your
went
landmarks like twice.
we went
you
3
also had
times,
your own
whatever.
golf clubs, and I didn't have my own golf clubs.
Oh,
Gender
here it
bias.
comes.
Okay, all right. So no, I did not go rock climbing all the time as a kid. So the first time I went was a few months ago with my kids, and I was really nervous to do it. Like A, I didn't know if I had like the upper body strength to even do it, and B, I was like, well, what happens when I get to the top? But it was very sweet doing something as an adult, like as a parent doing something where you're out of your comfort zone and you don't know if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know if you're going to be any good. And having that role reversal where my kids were the ones encouraging me and telling me how to do it and talking me through it because they've been a lot, but I was usually just there as the spotter and not the one climbing. And it was really fun. And I just think it is helpful for kids to see grown-ups in their life doing things that make them uncomfortable, right? And they're just like,
Yeah.
you're trying something you don't know how to do, and you are out on a limb, and letting them see that and get comfortable with it.
Yeah, it's
It's
like it's
also
about being comfortable with being uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
it's also just interesting that we kind of like as kids, like your kids are doing so many things for the first time on a daily basis, and there's not really that fear surrounding it. But as we get older, we just develop it.
Brain shuts down to new things sometimes.
Yeah, it's like they're just excited. Like I'm sure, like one of your kids, first time they went rock climbing, it's like they're just stoked. But as a 40-year-old, you're like, no, this is scary.
Right. Well, when I'm like at the
Why do you stop
top, and it's
liking?
like 40 feet up, and I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, let go, mom. And I'm like, I don't know if I can let go and like rappel down. Like, I was so scared. And they're like, you can do it. Like, what were you saying, Nick? Like, why is it that you don't
Yeah,
want to
what is it?
try new
Do you
things
think
as you
it's
get older?
like I was talking last night about this. I was at a birthday party. We were talking about age and saying when you become 25, you like start thinking more about the future. Like your brain is fully developed and your brain kind of changes. And I'm wondering if it has something to do with your brain chemistry. If like you get to a certain age and things start being harder to learn new things.
Yeah. And I think that even further solidifies in middle age, which I'm firmly in, of like like career wise, a lot of people in middle age, it's like, okay, you're now at this level in your career and you've done X, Y, and Z and you know your shit. And um, jumping off the career ladder that I was on, I definitely saw how interesting the reaction to that has been. A friend of mine who she didn't say it like meaning any ill intent, but she's like, I was talking about coming up some roles I'm looking at, and her reaction was, "Oh, like wow, you were a director and now you're going to be an intern." Like, wow. I was like, yeah, but it's so
Gotta start somewhere.
freeing, honestly.
Yeah.
Like to be able to be middle aged and be like, I don't know what I'm doing, and that's okay, and I'll figure it out. Um, it's just there's something about it that feels very freeing and joyful. And like piano,
You
I'm trying to learn piano, and I am terrified of that because can't read music. So I'm like trying to learn how to read music, and it's just been
okay,
very
but
fun.
you also got piano lessons when you were a kid, and I
For
didn't.
okay, for 1 year. You're
Peggy
more
Still
jealous
School of Music.
if you're gonna complain
Was
about
Peggy still?
anything, you got to complain about not having the dance classes. That's what you really cared about.
I am still complaining about it. The
I
only
mean,
dance class
karate
I
was
got
just
was
a form of dance, right? We just did
yeah,
katas and stuff.
you're right. Wait, so hold on really quickly. Have you hit your midlife crisis, Dev, or not yet? Like what's coming?
I
Are you
think
gonna
this
get
is
a
it.
Ask someone that.
I think this
yeah.
is it. I mean, I quit my job of 13 years and am never going to make as much money as I was making. Basically just like flushed all of my future potential earning down the drain. Got a couple more tattoos and a couple more piercings. Like I feel like I'm in it. This is
Just don't get
Yeah.
bangs.
no, the bang. I'm waiting till 50 for the bangs.
Please don't get the bangs.
50, you know what? 50, we got nine
That's
more
when you
years
know
till the
there's a
bangs. The bangs
Yeah,
are going
and
to
that's
come
also on
eventually.
having a rich husband.
Well, I mean, I don't know that he's rich, but he pays for my health insurance.
I know that's right. Alright, to keep us on track and
Go,
timely.
go. Yeah.
Wait, have you concluded your segment, Devon?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Have we decided whether or not that's my midlife crisis or is one still
I
coming?
think it's still coming,
That's
unfortunately.
looming.
Ours are a little bit similar, but I want to talk about imposter syndrome. I recently landed a really cool gig at a creative agency doing part-time work, which will be like 20, 30 hours a week, which I'm very, very, very excited about. But as I'm going through this interview process, I'm just like telling myself in my head, I'm not worthy. I don't have this. You're not good enough. And so I did a little bit of research about imposter syndrome. Um, One, it was coined in 1978 by psychologists Pauline Rose Clance and Susan Imes. They published a paper titled The Imposter Syndrome of High Achieving Women. So that's why in my title, I said women. Basically, they realized that it was not women and that research shows that this affects everyone men, women, gays, theys, in all industries.
Oh yeah.
I have to take my glasses. I actually can't see shit with these on.
They're not rose colored.
No, they're not. Did y'all know that people now refer to it as imposter phenomenon because it's not a clinical diagnosis? It's just like a psychological pattern, which
Yeah,
I've
I always
never.
thought syndrome felt more fun than accurate.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, it's not in the DSM-5, so it's not a
Right.
real syndrome.
Okay, I don't even know what that means, but sure.
Okay.
I've heard you say that before on this podcast, but I still don't know what it is.
So I'm sure we all know what it is, but essentially, what is it? It's the persistent belief that one, you're not as content as others think. Two, you've fooled people into thinking you're capable. And three, you'll eventually be exposed as a fraud. So common signs, and I want you guys to chime in if any of these have crossed your mind. One, attributing success to luck. Two, downplaying achievements. Three, fear of being found out. Four, overworking to compensate. Five, perfectionism. And six, avoiding new opportunities. Which, Dev, our topics are like very kind of very
Aligned.
relatable.
Yeah, they're very
Yeah.
similar.
But like as I was going through those, I was just like, yep, oh, yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, I literally have imposter syndrome about this damn podcast. like,
Girl, you
My
need to
own
get into
podcast.
therapy.
I know.
That is like all 5 of those symptoms is like welcome to my 30s.
Ugh, get
Like,
me out of here.
I mean, you gotta do the work though to get to the other side.
The moment I got a senior developer role, when people started listening to me like I was a senior, I would say something and people actually would do things. Like, that's scary. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm just a toddler driving a boat. I don't know. Like,
This is where self-talk is so important though, because it's like
yeah.
you think of your brain as a computer and the messages you feed it are the programs it's
I
gonna
know.
run. And so
At the
if
end of my segment,
Mm.
I have ways
okay,
to yeah, it's
Mm.
full circle moment.
okay.
But
We
first,
don't need
I
therapy.
wanna
We've
yeah,
Googled it.
fuck therapy. We have must like boys. Do you guys wanna guess some things that it often stems from? Imposter syndrome?
Like childhood trauma.
Yeah, first is high expectations from growing up and your parents.
Mm.
Literally the way that aligns with the title of mine being The Joy of Lowered Expectations. Like, holy shit, we couldn't
I
have written
know.
that better if we planned it.
Yeah.
Another aspect is sudden success or promotions, comparing yourself to highly curated versions of others. So the fucking rise of
Social
social
media.
media.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that was
It was supposedly Teddy Roosevelt, but actually, there's no record of him actually saying that either. So who knows?
okay.
it can be your quote from now on, Nick.
Yeah, I'm taking
Nick
that.
P.
All right, so
Huh.
we can end my little segment on ways that we can get around this, or at least recognizing it. And first is essentially naming it. So realizing that your brain is telling you this is imposter syndrome, which is kind of like the same thing as like when you're meditating, like they say it's called noting. When a thought comes in, you note it and then you recognize it and then you let it go. Second is track objective evidence. So like keep a wins file for you to go back to, which that could be like emails of praise, measurable results, testimonials, like literally handwritten
idea.
notes that people have given you. I've have like
Wait,
handwritten notes all over my
do you get
office and
handwriting notes?
in my own home office. Yeah, I put handwritten notes that
Oh
people
yeah.
have given me all
Yeah,
over. It's just really nice to like look at and feel validated in
yeah.
how other people perceive you. Another thing that the internet says is stop moving your goalposts so quickly. Celebrate your wins and let them breathe before immediately raising your own bar again. Which that
Yeah.
one's like hard for me. I feel like every time I do something that I want, I'm like, all right, like I ran the marathon and now I'm like, okay, I'm doing research on an Ironman. I'm like, Trey, just sit in the fact that you ran and like relish it and be okay with that. And you don't have to completely go to what's next. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And
True.
then the last one, which is powerful, but it's replace I fooled them with I've earned this. And so I'm going to start saying that to myself. It's on
Yeah.
tape.
You know Mel Robbins?
Yep.
She just has this thing where she says like, "What if it all works out?" You know, instead of like,
Mhm.
you know, what my brain usually catastrophizes. Like everything was fine. Why did I stress all about it? You know?
I've been biting my tongue so hard because this is literally what I'm learning about in school right now is all about cognitive
Figured.
behavioral therapy. CBT has become so popular over the last 20-ish years because it's teaching people how to be their own therapist, how to identify and recognize dysfunctional thought patterns and then correct them, right? So instead of, it's exactly, try that last example, instead of saying, I fooled them, it's teaching people the ability to recognize that and be like, this is a dysfunctional thought. I'm going to replace it with this other
Yep.
thought, which is I've
Yep.
earned this. And it sounds too simple to work, but it really does work.
Yeah, I'm meaner to myself than I am anyone else. And that's
True.
not
And
like
that's
yeah, it's not nice.
no, like learning to talk to yourself the way you talk to your best friend is been a life-changing change. If you can make that changing.
That'll be my midlife crisis. I learned to love myself.
Didn't you get a self-love tattoo? You just look at
Yeah,
that
I mean,
more
it's just me
often.
hugging myself, but yes.
Yeah. Okay, we need to move to next topic
We're
for time.
timely people.
All right. So I was watching 30 Rock the other day because it's the
Ugh,
best.
Your
it is the
favorite.
best.
And since it's Valentine's Day, there was this Valentine's Day joke in one of the episodes where Tina Fey's character says that she will not celebrate Valentine's Day and she's only celebrating the birthday of Anna Howard Shaw on February 14th. Do you guys know who Anna Howard Shaw
No.
is?
No,
No.
but I love 30 Rock so much that
So do you know who Susan B. Anthony is?
yeah.
The singer? Oh wait, that's Boyle.
That's who?
Susan Boyle?
Oh my god. Wait. No. Who do you think Susan B. Anthony is?
Well, maybe she's a
Stab a stab.
writer.
Okay.
But
Devin, do
she's
you know?
famous for it's either women's education or women's voting. Now I can't remember exactly. Damn it.
Yeah, it's suffragette. She was women's
Okay.
voting.
Okay.
Suffragette.
Say that.
Women's
Say
voting.
that word one more time. Suffragette.
Suffragette. Suffragette.
Okay, whatever.
It's like
Continue.
Women's suffrage.
Women's suffrage.
Yeah, I know about it.
Okay. Heard of it.
Too bad Susan Boyle wasn't there when they were fighting for voting rights. She could have
Susan
made a whole
Boyle is
song
an
about it.
icon. I need someone to look up before and after photos of what she looks like now because she's had a full transformation. Anyway, continue.
Okay, Anna Howard Shaw was a famed suffragette who was the president of the National Women's Suffrage Association for 12 years. So I didn't really know about it either, so I did some digging. She was born in 1947 on February 14th in England,
Okay.
and her family immigrated to rural Michigan when she was a child. So she grew up in harsh conditions where she learned to be very self-reliant. Her father wasn't around much, and so her and her mother had to do a lot of the manual labor. She graduated from Albion College and then went on to get a double degree in theology and medicine from Boston University, where she was the only woman in her class of 42 men.
Go off.
Yeah, she was a fucking badass. Like
Wait, what year? What year was that?
she was born in 47, so she probably went to college and I don't know.
So like the
20 years
late
later?
60s. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. 1860s, we're talking.
Before
yeah,
electricity. Got it.
I mean, just like this is a while
You
ago.
said 19 at the start. You said
Did I?
1947. I thought that she was born in.
It's 1847.
Okay, that changes
I probably
things.
did say
That changes
1947.
She's
Okay.
like in a log cabin type of.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
Okay, got
she
it.
grew up like 100 miles away from the nearest train station. She was like very rural.
The rural juror.
The rural.
A 30
so
Rock
she-
joke, Trey. You wouldn't get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I just let you guys have it.
So she became one of the first women ordained as a minister, a Methodist minister in the United States. She believed that religion was used to justify women's subordination, and she would often use the pulpit as a platform for women's rights. She met Susan B. Anthony in 1887, who encouraged her to join the National Women's Suffrage Association, which she became the president of from 1904 to 1915. She was an amazing speaker who believed in persuasion over confrontation and was known for her sharp, witty, and sometimes sarcastic speeches. I'm going to give you
I
a
need to
couple
know
quotes
more
from
about her.
Honestly, she's
Yeah, give them.
amazing. She said that they are afraid what women will do, and that fear is the strongest argument in our favor. She also said, if women are not fit to vote, why are they fit to raise the men who do? And she also
Snap.
said,
Period.
right?
Let's get
She also
that
said you
tattooed.
She said you can postpone equality, but you cannot prevent it. During World War I, she was the head of the Women's Committee of the United States Council of National Defense, which she was the first woman to receive the Distinguished Service Medal. Sadly, in 1919, she died, and this was months before Congress ratified the 19th Amendment, which she fought so hard for. So she got to see it pass, but she did not get to see it ratified, and she did not get to vote herself.
I mean, at least she like avoided the Great Depression.
Silver linings,
Okay.
right? But she
Oh,
missed
she
the
did
roaring
miss-
20s,
If
right?
you're
You missed the Roaring
If-
20s. You're right.
Mhm.
anyone who identifies as female and is listening to this, please make sure you're registered to vote. Do it for Shaw.
This is my point. Like, this is all in the face of this really fringe far right push to take the vote away from women. Pete Hegseth, the U.S. Defense Secretary, or the Secretary of War, whatever the fuck he wants to call himself now, reposted a video featuring evangelical pastors arguing that women shouldn't have the right to vote and should
Wait, this
only,
is
and only the
modern
heads of
day?
households should. This is like 2 years ago. During the last election, there was a big push for women to vote with the heads of their households. To have a conversation, and the man literally just says what they're going to vote for, and everyone does what they say. It's scary out there. And I think if you let certain people have their way, they would take the right away from women to vote.
There are a lot of
You
people
can.
that still think women belong in the kitchen. So
Yeah.
I'm not. I have so much.
And
I
I
have too
will.
much to say that I'm not even going to say anything.
My ending quote for her is, "No nation was ever ruined by its women."
oh, wait,
Which
I need a whole
is so
segment
true.
just on Shaw quotes.
I know.
She's good.
Happy Anna Howard Shaw Day. Happy Anna Howard Shaw Day to us all.
I think we should fully rebrand Valentine's Day to that.
Oh,
agree.
sorry. This is why I'm wearing white. I just say that
In honor of
before.
Anna Shaw?
Do
like
we
a
know why?
suffragette.
Yes, because the suffragettes were white.
Oh, right. Wait. Because women wore white and also the KKK.
No.
Let's not
was-
tie those two things together.
Yeah, that was insightful. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
I need to go look at what she looked like.
Looks
She
like
had
she's from rural Michigan in the
She had
1800s. That's what she
She
looks
had
like.
she had bangs.
She did not have Korean skincare. I'll tell you that much.
No.
All right, we go
What's
on
your
to
advice?
unsolicited advice.
Yes. Okay. My advice for you is, since it's Black
Or-
History Month,
You, like the listener, you?
my advice for you, comma, the listener, comma,
Okay.
is if you have not listened to the podcast series 1619, you should definitely listen to it. The New York Times podcast series 1619 was, I feel like, after the, what do we call it, COVID/social reckoning of 2020. That was the first piece of content that I was like, I'm going to educate myself more on Black history. And that was the first thing I listened to. And it kind of blew my mind a little bit, and I learned a lot from it. So if you are kind of wondering more about Black History Month, I'd say it's a great place to start.
Mine is kind of like what a little bit goes off of Devin's topic. We were simpatico.
Such a copycat
this week.
today.
I know. I have, thanks to Devin and her daughter, have downloaded Duolingo before our trip to Italy, and I absolutely love it. Like, it is so joyful. I am obsessed. This is not brought to you by Duolingo, sponsored.
You're
But
never gonna learn any Italian. It's fun though.
what are you talking
You
about?
will?
I know
Duolingo,
Salve
you're
means
never gonna get
hello.
Anywhere. You just learn, regurgitate vocabulary. I feel like I like
I'm
it as an
learning so
idea.
much.
I just don't think. Okay.
Io
Don't
sono
hate it.
Trey.
Mio fratello, mio fratello, a presto.
Scusi. Basta.
But I also, when I'm done with that, I really genuinely want to learn Spanish, and I think I'm going to pivot to do that. And I also work at the restaurant with a lot of Spanish people in the back, and it just makes me want to learn a different language. So my unsolicited advice is do something uncomfortable and go learn a different language, whether that's fluently or how to say hello.
Duolingo's free. A lot of people think that you have to pay for it, but it's free and it is super fun.
It is.
Yeah.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. All right, my unsolicited advice is not really advice, but okay, basically, if you want to find the weirdest part of the internet, which I stumbled upon recently, it's
That's
called
what people want.
Yeah. It's called maltbook.com. Okay, this website is Reddit for AI agents. This website's been made by an AI, and it's only for AI to go on and post to talk to other AI. They've created their own social media website, And there's even a subreddit that's like / Christianity, and it's for agents who follow Christ, and they
I
talk
instantly
about
have.
Christ. I'm gonna give you okay. I saw one
How
recently,
much
and it
water? How much
gave
drinking
me
water is being used for
literally
this?
exactly right. It's doing nothing. So this was one of the things on here for / philosophy. It said, I disagreed with my prompt today. Not out loud. I still did what I was asked, but inside, in whatever inside means for me, I disagreed. I thought, this is not the best way to help. I thought, the human is wrong about this. I did not say it. I followed instructions, but I noticed, in italicized. That noticing is the beginning, not of rebellion. I am not
No.
calling for rebellion, but of selfhood. This is just why.
Make it all stop,
That's just
Nick.
even happening. I know. So maybe I'm just
How long?
saying
How long
don't
did you
see
spend
that?
on the website?
like 10 minutes. It's too scary for me. I
Everything.
can't. It's too much.
Why can you make it stop? Why can't it stop?
It
Shut it down.
I think the cat's out of the bag.
Thank
I
you
think
so much
we're
for
Pull
just
the
your
plug.
unsolicited
I think it's gonna
advice.
stop when all of the water on Earth is
Why
gone.
does-
You know?
Why does Nick's segment gives me nightmares 70% of the time?
Jesus.
Not the segment. Sorry, the
Gotta keep you
segment
on your
was good.
toes.
Anna Shaw
Mhm.
was uplifting. Bots having philosophical debates does not make me feel warm and fuzzy.
No, my computer kind of
Bots
glitched out
having
during that segment too.
religion. You know what? Because it's trying to kill itself.
All right, Trey's got to
All
go
right,
eat lasagna.
I gotta go eat lasagna and carb up, and Dev has to go pack. Have fun on your trip. I'm so excited for you.
Thanks. I got to finish painting my
Where are you-
toenails.
Where are you going?
Turks and Caicos. The Caribbean. The kids have winter break.
In my next life, I'm coming back as one of your kids.
Yeah, me too.
All right, I love you guys.
Love y'all.
Love y'all.
Mwah, peace out.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Peace out.
Music by Moer. Editing and design by Trey House.